Hello, myself Sunil R Nair, and here basically we are discussing about one topic, that is the union of the software company and what actually the union is. Then one person told that basically we can basically have this topic in detail basically of the union. For example, one person told that coconut tree basically you can see. Yes, basically there are more than 100 crore coconut trees basically in this world. That basically is one union basically, and that basically have few set of unions. And for example, basically he told that basically, do you know basically whenever the coconut basically are basically taken from the tree and it basically kept in some certain place, basically that time basically lots of process basically happen. That's why basically like this, that only basically the coconut energy basically gets generated. So you want to say that this is negative or positive basically. Then he told that basically sometime basically it is negative, and sometimes basically it's converts to negative, positive basically. Positive means basically the coconut will have become basically coconut basically will become coconut basically. Then he told that basically negative means basically it will become bad basically you can say. Then he told that basically what actually if anything bad happens, then basically there is any issue. Then he told that basically the energy basically which is generating the pipeline, that basically is infected basically. So like this basically he told that basically what is the union of the sun solar system. Then he told that basically that we have already discussed basically that one computer basically is handling Vadodara sun solar system, that is basically 3 lakh sun solar system. And they basically say that basically we are basically, I had taken one example also. For 5 minutes basically they done the hijack of that particular house, and then basically they have done the damage. Like this basically the head was basically damaged with the help of the sun solar system. And in this basically he told that basically the modern Gandhi basically, if, Mahatma Gandhi basically might be exist in this world basically, as in basically he is exist, so he might be basically the person basically who might be damaging head basically of that particular person basically. Then basically he told that basically no, one person told that Mahatma Gandhi will never do this type of thing basically. Mahatma Gandhi will not break damage your head here basically. How basically he will damage your head basically? That means he want to say basically Mahatma Gandhi basically currently exists and he has damaged your head with the help of the solar system. You want to say that? Then he told that no, basically this is basically, that means you want to say that it's a Mahatma Gandhi union who basically damaged your head. Then basically one person told that basically this will not happen basically, some basically mistake basically might happen. So that basically is also there basically. Then basically he told that basically that is not possible basically, that Mahatma Gandhi will damage your head. Then he told that basically it's a union basically, anything basically can happen in the any time basically. Like this basically he told that Mahatma Gandhi will never able to damage your head. Mahatma Gandhi will not damage your head. Like this basically he told that basically Mahatma Gandhi can't damage your head. Mahatma Gandhi will not damage your head. Like this basically he told that basically it might be possible basically. Like this you tell that basically this is also union basically. That basically says that the damaging head union. So with the help of the solar system, so that basically is also basically one of the union basically. That basically is different topic. So here basically we are discussing about the union and what actually the union software company is. So here basically we are discussing that what actually the union is. So in basically we saw basically the Mahatma Gandhi union also, and the head damage also basically. Like this basically in another basically topic he told that basically there is a union of basically the Parliament House basically. Then he told that what are you telling about? For example, Parliament House means, for example, each and every political people says that basically we are one when we are sitting at that Parliament place basically. Then he told that basically, then basically why they are fighting. That basically is the basically somebody sees the recording and then basically they decodes the each and every word basically which was told by the each and every political people basically, because that is the message of basically. Then basically the people why they are fighting, that basically the outsider people basically the group basically who basically don't, who basically are the enemy of the Parliament House basically, they are not supposed to track basically what actually they are doing, what actually they are telling. If basically they are going to track that message, that video basically, then when they are going to decode the each and everything basically, that time basically the group basically who have created that video, and that group basically will track them, and then basically will take them basically in their custody basically. That why you are basically decoding these videos basically. That like this basically things are basically also. That's why basically the new system basically created in the Parliament House of of like this basically keep fighting with each other and then basically pass your message to the particular group basically. Like this basically they do their task basically. That is also basically one thing. So this is also basically called as a union. The way of union basically generating the passing the message to the particular group basically and just decode that particular each and every messages of the basically the each and every party is basically what they are telling. So like this basically each and every party whatever each and every parties basically whatever they are telling basically that basically are decoded from the certain group basically. That basically only group particular group basically can decode the thing basically. That basically might be admin group basically of the parliament house. So that basically like this new system basically is created that basically is by fighting basically the decode the messages. Like this is basically the union of the parliament house basically. This is the union of the parliament. And then basically one person rule that basically the parliament group basically when they become one basically then they can kill anyone also. Then basically yes, like 100% basically they can kill anyone also. They can give Nasbandi to anyone. Yes, basically 100% they can basically give Nasbandi to anyone and then basically they are good in the lesson creation. Yes, basically 100% they create the lesson also. They creates the lesson of each and every people also basically. They creates the lesson also like this basically it was that basically they can create the lesson by killing that particular person also. Yes, basically for the people basically told that in front of the public basically the lesson has to be created. Na? So for that basically we will give him HIV/AIDS, we will not do the Nasbandi, and then basically we will kill him. Like this basically the lesson will continue. The lesson basically is going to generate in front of the public. That is basically one of the tasks of Parliament House basically. But that generated actually matrix in the universe basically. That basically was the 100 crore planet basically which has already generated matrix. Like this basically we are waiting for that particular time. Like this basically it was that basically that is parliament or parliament union and then basically it was yes basically but one person told that basically all world basically parliament are basically one. Then they basically told that basically they have to think basically for this basically. For this basically they have to think that basically all parliament house of the each and every country basically should become one or basically they should not. That basically is the one of the person told that basically this is the research basically subject basically. This you can give this parliament political people research group basically who basically do the research basically who basically says that which type of energy basically has to create like this basically each and everything basically. So that is a research subject basically. He told that basically you can pass this to research people basically. Then he told that basically the union basically is of the parliament house also basically. Then basically he told that 100% this is the union basically. This is basically just now basically we saw the basically with the example that is basically union basically. Then one person told that basically sports union basically. Yes, sports are basically union. But then one person told that basically entire sports basically are one or what. Then he told that basically nowadays basically each and every sports people basically keep themselves a different totally basically away from each and every sports basically. Table tennis basically group they never basically interfere in their sports. Cricket basically people don't interfere in football. So like this basically things are basically there. Then basically they told that basically both but they are basically friends, right? They are basically telling that they are basically media of the sports, media of this, media. Then basically that is also different thing basically. This also basically need to pass into the research subject. Basically. That means he told that basically this is also basically the union. Basically. Yes, exactly. Basically, this is also union, like union of cricket group, union of table tennis group, union of this group, union of that group. Basically, then he told that basically. What actually the benefit of union is. For example, he told that basically he was getting the job basically with the help of the certain groups. Then suddenly basically he stopped not getting the job basically. That is union basically. Because that was done on the base of the union basically. So that is basically union. Sudden basically he was getting job basically. Suddenly he stopped getting job. So that's basically the union. With the help of the union, basically this somebody group have hijacked his entire contacts and then basically they basically achieved the task basically. What they achieved the task basically they want to achieve. So the this is basically union here. This is union. So like this, basically one person told that basically what is actually union of cricket basically. Then he told that basically BCCI told that basically you handle the cricket. So like this, basically one person told that basically the Uttar Pradesh basically can become the West Indies team. Then one of the basically the Jharkhand people basically told that basically we can create the South Africa team. Then basically one of the person basically told that basically we can create the India team. One of the person basically told that we can create the New Zealand team. Like this, basically generally there are basically more than for, for 42 states basically in this India basically. Like this, basically the in India basically there are more than 42 states. So you want to say that basically the 40 states from 42 states basically each and every state basically contributes in cricket? Basically, you want to say that directly? Then he told that basically yes, basically because the person basically who basically got this contract, he want to take entire into in this basically. So you want to take entire into India basically was already jumped. Then basically he told that basically yeah, entire India is also jumped into cricket. So like this basically he told that basically you basically jumped them or basically they only basically jumped. Then basically no, I have not told them to jump. Then he told that basically the chief minister have basically told to jump. Like this basically they told that yes, chief minister of each and every state basically told that we will jump in the cricket. Like this basically the cricket in cricket basically they have already jumped. So like this basically they told that basically this is a union of chief minister. Then he told that yes, basically the union of chief minister and union of basically who? Union of prime minister? Yes, basically the union of prime minister group, basically. Union of president group, because they have already jumped. So like this, basically he told that basically this is basically the union of parliament house. Then basically he told that yes, basically this is the union of parliament house, and this is basically already ongoing, basically. So like this, basically he told that basically this is the union of cricket. Just now, basically we discussed that the India team basically you handle the entire BCCI team basically, then you will be responsible if anything wrong will happen. Then basically to that what actually is selling, then basically to that what actually cricket is doing. That basically you need to understand basically. That basically need to understand that when then basically to he told that basically then basically the BCCI groups told that basically you have to handle the entire cricket basically. Then he told that basically there is no basically just few player are basically playing like this basically two teams are basically playing in this basically what you have to handle. Then he told that basically the advertising screen you can see. Then he told that yes, basically you are correct. Yeah, the person basically told basically four has to be eaten. Then basically it is has to be eaten food. So like this, basically he told that basically all the data basically are collected by the set of groups and the that basically are the BCCI groups and they collected the set of groups. So according to that, basically the advertising screen has been designed. So according to the advertising screen, the basically players are basically playing. So they should play according to the advertising screen basically. Then into that basically that means that 12 teams are basically there. So you want to say that 12 states are basically involved in this. Then basically it was that no, basically 12 states it's not compulsory basically. It might possible that for entire 42 states might be involved. Then it was that how basically it might possible that basically there in one team basically there are more than 13 players basically, right? Then he told that yes, basically. So in you want to say that basically the 13 players basically might be coming from different states, basically? Yes, basically. Then exactly he told that basically yes, exactly you are correct. So like this, basically the different states from the different states basically the team are basically correct coming. Then basically he told that basically the you want to say that you want to say that basically this team is basically from this state, this team is basically coming from this state, this team is coming from this state. You have to say directly that. Then he told that yes, basically that BCCI have already signed the contract with the Indian government basically. So Indian government will be responsible if anything basically is going to happen in the match basically, because the match basically is connected with the more than 130 countries basically. You can see that advertising screen basically. Yeah, basically that's the advertising screen is connected with 130 country basically. So you want to tell that basically this is that the Ahmedabad is basically having the digital world basically, the digital world testing basically that is ongoing. Then into that basically that might be possible. Basically. Then basically the people basically might be knowing that basically this person basically who basically the England player basically they are basically from Chennai. But how basically Chennai basically people are totally black basically. Then he told that yes, basically Chennai people are basically black, but the medical industry basically has become so powerful that basically black people basically can become white. So basically he become basically white. So you want to say like that basically the entire Chennai basically people are black, and then basically the medical team basically told that basically you become white, so we will give you white medicine. That basically you directly want to tell. Like, yes, basically then you told that basically the England team are equal to Chennai. Then he told that yes, basically England team basically are equal to Chennai. So you want to say that basically the Chennai basically team, sorry, the Chennai state basically, whatever Chennai city basically, uh, uh, they basically there basically people basically are playing the role of England team. Then he told that exactly you are correct. Yeah. So basically, how many time basically India have basically how many this whole thing basically the BCCI group basically how many people basically they discuss with. So he told that basically 100% the BCCI group basically might be told this to Prime Minister, might have told this to President basically. This basically team basically is coming from this state. This team is basically, this England team is basically coming from Chennai state, like, sorry, Chennai city. They like this basically each and every team basically has already told that basically this is already basically informed by the to the prime minister that basically these people basically PL player basically are coming from this state basically. So according to that basically we handle. That is like this basically told that basically you want to say that this all are basically live. Yes, basically they told that it's live basically. So you want to say that that advertising which is happening, that basically is going to generate something in India city basically. He told that basically it might possible that earthquake basically data basically might be sent by the advertising screen basically. Like that also is possible basically. Like this is also basically earthquake basically will never happen basically, because lots of people says that basically there are set of nuclear power companies, lot of companies basically like ONGC, IBC and Reliance basically, and AIMS Oxygen basically, they are basically handling the entire city very powerfully. Then you told us basically if satellite group basically overrides the data, then basically their entire power basically is going to be finished. Like this basically he told that yeah, exactly, you are correct. For that also basically they are telling that they are also ready for that. For us, so that for that also basically they basically keeps control of the satellite group basically. That means the satellite group basically who are in the sky basically, their group basically are in the Earth planet. So basically they control that people basically. Like this basically they said they are controlling the satellite also. Like this basically India is basically handling. Like this he told that basically yeah, India basically is handling like this basically. So he told that basically this is very bad habit basically. Then he told that yes, basically this is not a good habit basically. So like this basically this is also union, you want to say. Like this basically just now basically we have discussed that basically is one union. Then basically yes, exactly basically this is one union. Then basically one person told that basically do you know basically the each and every body parts basically are connected with the set of energies basically. Then he told that yeah, exactly basically. So one person told that basically if you want to if one person told that basically, for example, the energy which is coming in your body parts, that basically might be damaging in your body parts, then basically he told that exactly it might possibly. Then if you want to say that basically the eye basically data basically which is coming in your eye basically, that can basically damage your eye, then basically he told that exactly it is possible. So you want to say that basically head body parts basically which is connected with a set of energy near to your head, that basically is going to that is going to damage your head. Then basically you know that yeah, basically exactly it is going to damage your head. That means you want to say that that means you want to say that each and every body parts are connected with set of energy basically. Exactly, each and every body parts are connected with the set of energies. That means you want to say that each and every body parts are basically connected with a set of natural items basically. Then he told that yes, basically. For example, tree is connected with what basically. Then he told that basically trees are connected with the beds. Tree are basically connected with the furnitures. Tree are connected with the lots of items basically. Tree are connected with the tree are connected with the furniture showrooms basically. Tree are connected with the furniture showroom basically. He told directly the trees are basically connected with the furniture showroom. Trees basically are connected with the furniture malls basically. There are many malls of the furniture also basically. Like this trees are basically connected with bed also basically. Then he told that trees are basically connected with bed also basically. Then he told that basically if anybody want to access his body parts, that is basically the, that means he want to say that basically if anybody want to access his body parts, then basically through bed basically it is possible basically. Then he knows that exactly this is possible basically through tree parts basically the his body parts basically can be accessed. So this is also one of the part of the union. In next basically what we are going to discuss it will more about the union.